can run for it, and he will. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the center. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 4.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Cousins. William Golston getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Formation for the Vikings.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back?
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first half? Interceptions.
Used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Number 33, Dalvin Cook, the ball.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Running for it. Here's Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Shotgun now for Brady, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
On the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38.
At the 38-yard
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Dalvin Cook.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Minnesota.
Here we go. Right there. 54.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On play action, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete.